I literally made it as easy as possible. I literally did everything for you, except you're like, nah, fuck it. Here I go. Yeet.
There we go.
Well, listen, a portrait is different from a token. Okay.
Next. Token marker. Okay. Blah 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 blah. That's all good.
Hello, everyone. Oh,
Hello, hello.
Hola.
There we go. Oh.
Where are we going? What are you talking about, sir?
What are we doing? Where do we go, Cotton Eye Joe? I don't know.
You tell me.
Where did you come from? Where did you skate? Where did you come from?
Where did you come up and down?
So everyone, this may look a bit different from what we usually do here on Wednesdays. That's because I'm not the one in charge right now. You see the skull-headed man down here in the corner of my screen?
Oh shit! I need to change that. Fuck.
That's okay.
What was it called? Oh fuck.
That's reactive.
Yeah, the Fuji reactive.
Yeah, I got it.
That skull-headed gentleman down there is the one who's taking the reins for the next few weeks. While
I'm not changing my reactive.
Right, I need to change my Fuji thingy as well.
You don't
I'm
have
not changing my reactive.
There
Okay,
we go.
fine, I will.
Much better.
I guess I should probably change mine too.
Can't be us right now.
Yeah.
I will
It's
keep
gonna be a
my
fox.
good-looking one.
I'm just gonna rep my normal one.
I'm
Yeah,
just
you know
gonna
what?
be a
Same,
fox.
same.
Mild Hades, drop a follow.
Hey
Who the
guys,
fuck is that?
fox you.
That's
Oh, okay,
Kate's.
well,
It's Kate's Twitch, Mild Hades.
No, what? She has a Twitch? What? No way.
Yo.
Please tell me more.
No fucking way.
No.
So, what kind of
When the
content
fuck
do you
did
run
she
on your
get
Twitch
that?
stream, Kate?
No, wait,
The most degenerate shit possible.
Don't tell me you play. She's a legendary Tarko player that dies after a pistol round and just fucking sucks. No way.
That's the last time you saw me.
Lately he's more
Oh, man.
akin to doing things like, Helldivers and Die to Box.
Ugh.
Or trying to romance Astarion
Yeah.
from Baldur's Gate.
Or getting
That's
railed by
impressive.
bugs and teammates.
Rue.
Okay,
From
Fred,
Brown.
well,
Hey yo.
seems like
My favorite pastime.
everyone is here, so I'll do the customary things I need to say before the game starts, as in the D&D game starts. So, multiple things to know. This session will be heavily awarding RP, as in, I really like when the players create their own interactions with you on another, or like get invested into their own stories or like other people's stories.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I notice that you guys are going out of your way, not even going out of their way, if I notice that you guys are doing good RP,
Oops.
I will reward it. What the rewards are in my game, there will be, if you go over to your journal, there should be a handout that says dramatic inspirations. No,
Yes.
what these are cards that can basically
Aha.
give you temporary boosts or like change the flow of the game or something like that. It's basically like what would be the closest thing? I kind of like put it in because it makes the game more chaotic and unpredictable, but also it makes it more fun.
A
So
wild card. One time you use wild
yeah,
card.
you could say that, yes. So instead of having normal inspirations, well, you'll still get normal inspirations just in case you need them.
There we go.
But these are like the rewards you get. So after every end of the session, either start of the session, stuff like that, you can get a card. You also can earn these cards by doing the recap. I reward my players for doing the recap. So if they keep good notes, you can get one of these cards every time you do the recap.
Can I do this week's?
No.
We haven't even started.
You know what?
How do you
No,
do it?
no. If you
God.
can, go on ahead.
Oh no.
Once we get in the game, if you can do a proper recap,
Oh,
sure.
no.
But if you mess it up one time, that's it. You'll never get one of them. Choice is yours.
Oh
So
no.
this week we had people change their characters right before the game started. No.
Oh well, he fucked it up. Oh well. Ah,
Well,
okay. Well,
So
That's the cards
this is how
part.
we end.
Also, I have to warn you ahead of time. The way I DM is very different from Karst's. My game is mostly how would I say this? I really like to prioritize the rule of cool. So there doesn't need to be rolls if I don't specifically ask for it. So let's say you want to do a thing. If you can explain the way you do it, most of the time I'm just gonna be you don't even have to roll. You just do it because it makes sense to your character. Or like, if we have some kind of RP situation, I'm not gonna be the one to interrupt and go like, okay, you need to roll this and you need to roll that. Nah. Also, my game is very, how would you say this? On the spot. I react to players. So instead of having like pre-written story of all the different places and in all the different cities and all the kind of things, no. I have a general idea to give you guys. So in this case, it would be like a quest. You guys need to do that, and the rest is up to you to fill in. As in, the more you guys want to be interested in something, the more I'm gonna like give back. If you just say, okay, we just go there, I'll be like, okay, you'll just go there. I'm not gonna be like, oh, on the way there you see this and that. It's basically the more invested you are into your party's RP, the more invested I'm gonna be back towards giving you these opportunities, right? So it's kind of like two-way kind of thing, I guess you could describe it. It's hard to describe because, like, English is my second language. But basically, the more you interact with each other, it's easier for me to create good scenarios for you guys.
Wait. Is this the world where I convinced the two-headed giant to kill itself?
Yes.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
You are a monster.
I mean,
So I guess that's very fitting for this game.
I mean, she did convince him pretty well. I mean,
we this is good. For anyone wondering, this is I kind of had to change the title a bit more since I looked up.
I noticed. It feels bad, man. It's completely gone.
Yeah. So the D's.
Oh, but wait,
and D's,
I could just say it.
Yes.
I could just say it. That's okay. So
we can put context to it.
Yes, with officially starting the campaign, I welcome you all to Degenerates and Dungeons, Session 1, Degenerates Assemble, as we will now slowly get into our game. So, today starts as any other day, but it's a bit different for the capital, aptly named because of its location and mostly because this grandiose city was made by multiple races, multiple people with ideas coming together and creating almost like some people call it utopia for everyone to come in. It's always not neutral, it doesn't get involved in conflict. All it does, it wants to forward the well-being and happiness of the people. Today is a special day in the capital, as today is the so-called Adventurers Day. They make this so-called holiday every year to for the normal people, it's like, oh, we're going to celebrate the adventures and their hard work and, encourage the younger generation to join up. Well, as everyone else who has been in the business for a while or runs the business know that basically this is kind of like a propaganda thing to kind of like drive more adventurers to join to do their quests, because let's be honest, not a lot of people will want to get into that business and try to get themselves killed. But there is certain types of people that want to join, and we'll join the first person as she is walking into the city by not the order, but by the suggestion of her forge master, Hagdak, as he is known in his local forge. As she stands before the city's giant gate and is noticing that the town itself seems to be in this uplifting mood. She has been in plenty of cities before, but you could tell that right now the city feels like it's celebrating something. There's banners, people are running around, kids are screaming in joy, and even the guards seem to be relaxed and just kind of like waving to like little kids, and everyone seems to be allowed to enter the city. As now, we join. Oh fuck! What's your? Sorry if I butchered the names. Relia, the Reliana.
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 Reliana. Let's keep it that. As you arrive at the city.
Also, my forge master was Hagdak, not Hamdak.
I said Hagdak, but you know.
Oh, okay. I
accent-
misheard
accent-
you. I'm
accent.
sorry.
Yeah. As you have arrived at the gates, at your Forge Master's instruction, but mostly because you kind of wanted to, let's be honest.
Oh yeah,
And-
Reliana has her own goals. Despite her, it's more like because of her own goals, she has decided to jump on the opportunity.
That is very true. Also, this will be her first time in the capital city. She has
Oh, yes.
heard and read plenty of stories, but just because she got kind of busy, you know, training under the greatest dwarf berserkers and kind of protecting the Forge, as is her job, kind of didn't have a lot of time to travel. So now that you come here, you know that the underground city of the Dwarven Highlands is quite big, but this is like, the scale of this almost takes your breath away. Seeing the walls up high, even seeing like some of the little town shanties outside the wall. You can see most of the almost like citizens outside the walls seems to have been from either like halfling races. You can see some goblins, you see some unusual races, but you don't see any of the major races being outside the wall. You probably don't know why exactly that is, but you could have an educated guess, you know, if just in case you kind of like have to figure it out. But yeah, right now everything seems to be peaceful, and you
Culturally,
have
I'm
arrived.
not the most knowledgeable person, as I've first lived in seclusion and then just hung out with dwarves. So I'm good not necessarily knowing. Though she is very much, I'm very much impressed by it all. There is definitely the overwhelming feeling of in the bustling city. She does possibly look a little bit out of place.
Quite so. But is
She
she
is,
on?
she's quite tall. She's 6'1".
Ooh, damn.
And
how about we leave the visual descriptions for
Yeah.
when someone encounters you?
oh, that's perfectly fine.
Very well.
My task is to go to the Adventurers Guild. So for now, I think I'm just following the main road, trying to find my own way.
Okay,
Kind of
and with
letting
that,
myself be a bit swept away by the crowd almost.
very well. But that,
Kind of.
I'll take you over to the capitals map. It may take a bit to load in, but once it does, it will all be worth it. Trust me.
Ooh. Oh. Ooh. I like map. I like city maps. City maps are nice.
Okay,
So
very
which
well.
gate am I coming from?
The gate you will be coming from is all the way over here. If you can see my ping, it's white.
I may actually zoom out so I can see.
Yep.
Oh,
It's either
down
this.
there,
Yeah,
down
actually, you
there,
know what? I'll
okay.
give you a choice. Either here or over here at the main gate.
Okay.
What would your character think of coming
which-
from?
I think I would take the most direct route from where I would be coming from.
You know what? Then
I
we'll
am
use the
here-
main gate over here.
Then
Okay,
we
very
would
well.
use the main gate. Yes.
So your target is the Adventurers Guild.
I'm actually not the best with directions.
Yes. You have been given a paper where to go, but nobody really thought of giving you like a map. They just kind of gave you a paper, go like, okay, the Adventurers Guild is here. Here's like the address, and that's about it.
Does it have like a district name or something that I'm supposed to go to?
Well, as it is
By
given
chance?
from the dwarves, the note that you have is big old fucking island, big old dome, and it's kind of shiny.
Okay.
And it has big old name saying Adventurers Guild. For your purposes, for player purposes, the actual Adventurers Guild
I
is
assume it's
over.
somewhere there.
Nope. That is
Oh.
the government building. It's over here, though.
Oh.
Very
Yeah,
close.
I was like speaking of the big old fucking island, essentially. That thing. Okay. If I've had big old fucking island, and on my way here I have crossed the sea, thinking back to the world map,
Cars?
right?
One of your viewers is saying that they cannot see anything on the screen right now.
Really?
Yep. It's summoning the party still. Genius.
I changed it
Epic
over.
streamer.
Maybe they need to refresh.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
need to
they
refresh.
might
I can
need to
see everything on the
refresh.
stream.
Yeah, because it's showing on my end that it's showing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also on my end.
Is it
Can
possible?
confirm.
Yeah, same.
Also, wait, how long ago was that?
They just said just now, but who knows? Okay, well, sorry for the interruption. Go ahead.
I was mainly saying, so since I haven't been to any of the other continents, and I come from the Dwarven Highlands, going to the capital, I have kind of experienced larger bodies of water, right? Because I had to cross over. Or was there a magical way
Yes.
of transportation?
For you, I think the crossing the giant rivers, I would say yes, you would have to take a boat. The boat ride isn't that long, it's like about 2-3 hours.
Okay. No, mainly wondering that if I want to be familiar with the smell. So my idea would be I follow the main road and try to sniff out if I can smell water and kind of make my way there.
Hmm.
Kind of
Okay,
follow the
just
nose kind
because-
of vibe, you know?
Okay, so are you okay? You know what? This is interesting. Okay, so you try to smell,
Yeah.
and because this is a new location, there's some smells you haven't smelled before.
Mm.
There are smells coming from all directions. From your south, you almost smell this kind of like, not really putrid, but like kind of like dirty smell of like, yeah, the people haven't showered there for like 2 days or something.
Mm.
From your west side, you smell water, but not the same water you smelled when you were crossing the river. This one feels more fresh, and you also get a hint of like flowers and pollen. On your east side, you get the smell of almost home. You recognize the smell. It's like almost the industrial smells of iron, coal burning, cinders. And then up north of you, you do smell what seems to be almost like salt water, but not really. Something similar to that.
Kind of brackish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very moist.
Yeah. I follow the moisture smell. Brackish thing. Because if someone told me it's in an island, it must be there. I'm a go that direction until I come across water.
You know what? Roll me a d20 real quick. Just a plain d20.
Oh god, I haven't. 1 second.
Okay, so on your left side, you have your toolbar. And
Right.
the last thing that looks like a dice, you can click
Yeah.
on it, and then it shows all the dice.
I found it. It's just been a while since I used Roll20, so 11.
That's fine, but that's why I'm here.
Slash commands as in Foundry.
Yeah, you could also use like /roll, but I prefer to use the dice roll because you can roll
by
multiple
Foundry where I
dice.
just click the button,
Yep.
so
Okay,
this is
no
fine
problem.
for me.
Okay. So you walk northish towards the only thing you trust, which is your senses.
Mm.
And you arrive what seems to be to some sort of docks. You could see multiple small boats, big boats, almost like ships, going through and from, docking, undocking. And once you get to the docks close enough, you look towards your eastish side and you see this grand aisle with walls surrounding it. And in the middle of it, certainly quite visible cliff with on top of it another wall with what seems to be this grandiose building. And once you look a bit more to your east, you also see two bridges that lead toward the island.
I will try and make my way towards the bridges. I will, be a courteous citizen and stick to the roads. Like, I'm not some kind of barbarian from the
Of
wilderness.
course not. Barbarian,
No.
right? I would never.
Yeah. Just politely follow the roads. Like not
Not causing a
draw too
problem.
much attention to myself. Kind of still taking in the sights as I go.
Question: Is there anything you look out for, or are you going straight for the bridge? And if you're going straight for the bridge, which bridge are you choosing to go to?
The closest one. So like again, this is kind of a very direct path. I'm kind of still very directly going. I might keep an eye out for if there's a kind of a watering hole tavern kind of place. Since I've been on the road for a while, might take a short break before I go there. I don't know how big this place is.
Maybe stop off at the park there.
Well, you do find what seems to be a fountain over here. Once you go past, you let's say you go up to like this kind of like corner, and you see there's like a place there. There seems to be like almost like a mini market set up right about now, like a little traders market that's going on right now. And there's a big fountain that you can see. Some people are going in with their canteens or like sometimes even fucking buckets just taking some water.
Yeah, sure. I'll have a bit of a sip. Might refill my water skin. Probably empty at this point.
Oh.
Yeah.
And as you're feeling, and you could feel the cheerfulness in the air. You could feel that people are celebrating something. You don't exactly know what it is, but the signs are quite obvious.
Do I overhear people chatting about something specific, perhaps?
What's your passive perception?
13.
You can
It's such a
hear.
departure.
You can hear some merchants yelling things like "Special Adventures Day sale" and the best price for the best adventures and all that. You just keep hearing this word "adventure" over and over again. It's almost like the universe is sending you a message about something, but you just can't put your finger on it.
Well, as soon as I've filled up my water, I'm just gonna take a sip as well, refill it a little bit, and make my way back to the bridge. And
Okay.
probably go the wrong direction initially. Takes probably like 15 minutes longer than it would have taken me usually.
Okay. So you go across the bridge. You see that on the bridge there are some guards that are basically draped in their regalia of the city. But as you walk past the bridge, nobody's stopping you. Everyone is kind of like almost giving you like head nods and like almost seems to be welcoming you somewhere. As you go over the bridge, you see this giant building, and of course, being straightforward as you are, you're like, "Ah, the Adventurers Guild."
Exactly.
And you go straight towards the gates over here, where you are eventually stopped. As there are two guards clad in armor, full metal helmets, so you can't really see their face, but you can. One of them, they just like kind of like lower their spears, not aggressively, just kind of like blocking your way. And one of them goes like, "Oh, hold there."
Excuse me? Is this the pulls out paper Adventurers Guild of the Capital?
Oh, looking for the very good. So, this is the Digital Guild. This is the capital building, right? So what you gotta do, you gotta go back, right? And then you kind of like have to turn around, and then you have to go over to the Digital Guild there. Like it's a big giant dome. And once you go there to tell her that you come from the adventure.
Kind of stare at him with squinted eyes. Is he? I might bend down a little bit. I'm sorry.
And he opens up his eyes and like, "Oh, sorry there, lads. My bad. What I was saying, this is not the Adventurers Guild. This is the governing office of the Senate. But you, if you want to go to Adventurers Guild, oh, you see over there, lass." And he kind of like points over to your east. See that big building with like the glass dome over there?
Oh, yes.
That's the Adventurers Guild. They have like the, are you a local by any chance? Probably not, but
I'm not. I'm from the south.
Which south?
far south, dwarvish country.
Oh, okay. So fellow countrymen, very good. So what you gonna do, right? You gonna go over there. You're gonna go into the big door, and because today's they're celebrating the Adventurers Day. You know, they're kind of like driving up the sign-ups for the adventurers. You're gonna go there, go to the front desk, and they'll take care of you probably.
Oh, they're taking sign-ups today. That's great. I'm actually supposed to sign up there.
No way.
Yes, actually. So my
What a
forge master
coincidence.
sent me here, and
Your Forge
he's a bit of
Master.
a greedy bastard. So
What
I'm
is thy
supposed to
Forge
make some
Master's name?
Hagdak Steel Mall.
Oh. And what's the Forge's name? And
Uh,
I'll give you this because I cooked it up yesterday. Your
Oh.
Forge's name is Incense and Iron.
Incense and iron. Okay.
The way it's named like that is because your Forge Master has this weird quirk of him always lighting like these aromatic sticks of incense.
Mm.
So his forge usually smells way different from the rest of the forges.
It works for me because I'd totally be into that. I learned herbalism from my mother. So I'd be totally into that. Yeah. He can probably the guard if I lean low enough to him to kind of because I was trying to hear what he was saying, he probably even got a sniff of a bit of incense from me. So
he's trying to be professional here, so he's not gonna be like,
yeah.
"Oh my god, you
He's
smell
not
so
gonna be
good!"
sniffing me.
Oh, god damn!
Yeah.
Where'd you get that?
It's the forge of the ancestors, incense and iron. I'm the
It must
forge
be a new one.
guardian.
I think I left before. Probably it was open, but you know what? That's good for you, lass. Good for you. Okay,
Yeah, I
well,
mean,
go on down to Adventurers Guild. They'll take care of you.
so I follow this road, or can I just go through there and I kind of
If you want to, you can certainly just cut through there, like whatever, fucking.
like I'm kind of pointing because I can see the road. I don't want to be you know, going through private property or anything, but
You don't see any fences. I'll
okay,
tell you that.
okay. I'm just checking with him. Like, is it okay if I cut through there? Have you heard of the concept of I forgot the name, but back home they had this concept of when people see there's a short route to a place, and then people want to go the shortest way. So desire path, that's the word. Have you heard of that? Have you heard? You might want to suggest to your city's architects that you might want to put a little bit of a shortcut here because if I
Well,
go down this road to where it intersects down there, there's a huge way around.
true. How about this, lass? We'll just kind of like look the other way, and you just kind of like go there. Because we're just guards, we can't really tell what is good or not. Plus, as I understood, some of the council people really like the trees here for some reason. I understand
That's
you.
great.
It's a pain in the ass to come up here every day, but you go on ahead. We'll just look the other way. Oh look, Brett, there's like a fucking bird there, and the other guard goes, "Oh, there's a bird there."
I give him a small salute. Thank you very much. And I cut through here. Because I am very much concerned that I'm losing my way again if I go all the way back. So I just like as
If I
long
don't
as I
look at
can
the
see the
building, it's
building,
gonna disappear.
I've been lost for 15 minutes just now, so I just want to get there, and I'm really curious about the place now. So I'm on my way there now, and I assume like this short bit of path now will not take too long.
No. As
And
you
so
arrive at the gates, you notice that there's a lot of people gathering here. All kinds of people, different sort of races, age, genders. Everyone seems to be here for some reason. And they're all kind of like almost piling into this one big building that promptly is named Adventurers Guild. Then,
Aha!
I assume you enter?
I do. As long as nobody's stopping me, like before.
Nobody is. They seem to be doing the opposite. Oh yeah, come here. You know, come on in. Everyone seems to be so eager for you to go in there.
And I'm gonna go in like the typical tourist, kind of like with a pamphlet, with a letter in my hand, kind of like okay, kind of looking up, like really pretty glass dome. It's not really the architecture I'm used to, you know. It's like I wonder how they did that. They must have had dwarven forging for the steel frames and stuff, you know, kind of.
I wonder how much insurance is.
If I break it, do I have to pay for that?
Also, hashtag not sponsored by Dwarven Forge.
Yes. So, you take quite a while to inspect everything, and you notice that, there's a foyer, there's people just gathering, talking to each other. There seems to be just a hustle and bustle going all over the place. At the walls, at the end of each wall, you see there are giant windows, but next to these windows there seems to be like boards that have papers on them, and a lot of people are gathering around those also. But where you see the most people is they're making neat lines in front of this big giant counter that seems to have multiple people dressed like all smartly behind it, and they seem to be talking to them and leading some of the peoples into different rooms with papers and all of that kind of boring stuff, So you could probably tell by the way it looks, and probably by the giant sign that says, reception, that this probably is the reception.
Huh. I'm gonna get in line then.
Okay. As you get in line, you see multiple people in front of you. There even seem to be quite a lot of dwarves for some reason. But you see almost all the races you can imagine, even the words you have just read from the books. There's dragonborns, there's tieflings, all kinds of different flavor of tieflings. There seem to be elves, there seem to be humans, and there also seem to be some from time to time you could see a rare goblin. You could see halflings. You could see half-breeds, as they call them, so, half elves, half orcs, half everything. And, after a while of observing, it's finally your time to stand at the counter. And you stand in front of what seems to be a man, quite old of age. You can see some of his silver hair coming through. As he is dressed in a tuxedo, he has a monocle, and he's standing there and he sees you approaching and goes, welcome to Adventurers Guild. How may I assist you today?
Feel a bit underdressed. I have this letter, and I'm supposed to sign up here for a request for regional champions.
Oh, yes. Let me quickly pull this up. He kind of goes in the back real quick, comes back out, kind of adjusts his monocle, reads the paper, goes like, Oh, yes. You know what? I'm currently assembling another party in another room. They have all kinds of crazy characters there, so this might take me a while. So I'm going to leave you with my new assistant. He'll kind of does a hand signal, almost seems like he's snapping at someone. As a young tiefling girl runs up to you. Seems to be dressed in almost just kind of maid outfit, but kind of different colors. And she kind of runs up all exhausted, I'm here, Barnabas, sir. How may I assist? Kind of polishes her dress, kind of straightens out, what can I do for you? Then Barnabas is going, okay, so we have this lady that has just appeared on a special request. So here are the papers. And I assume this party will need about 6 party members in total. So could you please gather the papers and find the private meeting room? And it's going to be up to you now to judge who will join her party. Okay, well, I gotta go. have fun with your first assignment. Try not to mess it up. Kind of pats her on the back and goes. And seeing her master, kind of like not her master, her what's the word for it?
Superior?
Like teacher,
Mentor?
Superior?
mentor,
Mentor?
mentor leaves. She
Manager?
kind of like you can see her like visibly stressed out as she's gripping the paper tire. She's gonna like. Whew.
I feel
So
like
she
this
goes
is
like,
a really weird moment of she stares at me stressfully, I stare back.
she's like, hello, name's Maya. I'll be your curator today, and what's your name?
Reliana? It's spelled R.
Oh no, you're no need for that. Do you know how to read and write?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. I mean, very good. Um, yes, I need the room. It kind of like quickly grabs the key, goes, follow me, please. And she leads you towards what seems to be a room that she unlocks. This is sort of in like the back area of the Adventurers Guild. That she unlocks one of the rooms, and you see around there's multiple rooms like this. It almost seems like there's a full like corridor filled with these rooms. Now you could see people coming and leaving from these rooms too. So you are led into a room that has a long table with about 10 seats. And on the side, there's like relaxation stuff like couches. You can see there's a dresser. There's like complimentary drinks, but more like drinks in like water and like, like a water with some leaves in it. What that is, who the fuck knows? And some complimentary snacks. But on the table, there seems to be papers, almost like forms. And then there, they have ink and quills. And she leads you into the room, goes like, okay, so there's a application for adventure there that you have to fill in. Just follow the instructions there. If you can read, you should probably be able to read it and fill it in. We'll just need, your name, surname, if you have one, and basically what you're good at, and
Fighting?
that what kind of just follow the guidelines. I'm sure you'll make it through, and and I'll be back with your teammates. Okay, bye. And rushes out of the room as you are left to your own devices in this room for now.
Am I actually on my own?
For now, you are, yes.
Hey. I'll just start reading in peace. It's like, okay.
Very well.
And like
And
slowly,
with
I feel like at the doctor's office when they give you a clipboard when you're there for the first time, they give you a clipboard with like, what's your name? What's your address? Do you have any allergies?
Are you sexually active?
that basically is, yes. It's literally basically what you have there. Basically, it's like, how much gold would you be willing to sacrifice your life for, and stuff like that. So, some weird questions, but like you might want to answer them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool. I'll get going on that.
Very good. Okay, so while you were doing that, on the other side of the city, we have something else going on. Over yonder, in the city itself, there is a man. A well-read man. Some would say even a bit of experience in adventuring himself. As he's staying at an inn that's relatively close to a library because he quite likes the feeling of knowledge. And, well, this man is resting. Today is the day that he knows will change his life maybe forever. Except for that one time where he was in the desert and things happened. But this is kind of like next to it. But, maybe it's gonna be good. Who knows? So, fuck, how do I even say your name? Al-Adin, as you prepare to go to the Adventurers Guild.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of a new day. Everything seems to be fine. Almost everything seems to be almost too good. Everyone's too happy. Everyone is go-getting. Everyone's really welcoming to you. Even your little pal that you have hasn't acted up yet. So hey, everything seems to be go.
Okay. Um. So, sorry. Where'd you place me right now?
You are over here. Okay, so if you go up to the top leftish,
Okay.
you were over here by this building.
All right.
If you see my things,
Yes.
and over here would be the library. So that's why you have gone there multiple times before the Adventures Day, because you know the Adventures Day is the day to sign on. Basically, this is the time to do so.
Mm-hmm.
But before that happened, you kind of wanted to get in, kind of get some stuff done, like check out the vast resources that the capital city offers.
Oh yes,
Uh,
definitely partake in what it has to offer, and whatever
mm-hmm,
discounts they have, or let's say five-finger discounts they may have.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know.
Okay, so
All right.
now comes the time where adventure calls. In a way, you don't know,
Mm-hmm.
you haven't never done it, but you know that it calls for some reason. So you have a choice either to go all the way around there, go over the bridge, over there, or you just could take a shuttle and just go straight across. Up to you.
Okay. Um. Yeah. Yeah. Al would be kind of like munching on some bread roll he's got as he's kind of like scoping out the city from like a high point.
Is there anything specific you're scoping out for?
Uh, I guess probably trying to see like when it looks like the next shuttle will be ferrying across the water.
You can see different shuttles coming in every 10 minutes, but you notice after a while, there seems to be a parent to one that keeps coming from this dock over to this dock
Okay.
in about 30-minute intervals.
All right. So, kind of gauging that he will basically kind of plan his time out properly and make his way on over there.
Before we continue, how do you pronounce your character's name properly?
Just Al Adine.
At Dean, Twitter.com. Okay,
You
cool.
could totally not just say Aladdin.
Aladdin!
Aladdin.
Okay.
Wait a fucking minute.
Wait.
Okay, so yeah, you go up to the place where the shuttles seem to go back and forth, and the other man over there tells you, okay, so I think it's easy. If it's like, business purposes, it's 5 silver, but if you are going to the Adventurers Guild today, we have a special deal for upcoming adventures that is 2 silver pieces.
Oh, I see. I see. He's gonna kind of like pat his pockets. Ah, well, that will be a bit of a problem. Shoot. I guess I'll have to take the long way around. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, I guess.
He's gonna duck around to an alley. And he's just kind of he's gonna whisper to his ring. All right, Shin, you hear that? Yeah. You mind give me a little bit of that mojo you got?
Do you want me to voice him? Or do you want to voice him?
I got it now.
Go ahead.
So Al just kind of hears his voice in his head, be like, "Sure, buddy, I got you covered. Just let me give you a little of that razzmatazzle." As his ring will kind of begin to glow a bit, as Al will cast invisibility on himself.
Okay, very well. And I assume with invisibility, you try to sneak past everyone and get on the boat, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say with invisibility, you being quite the agile person from all your previous adventures and explorings, it doesn't really take that much effort to get on a shuttle, being all invisible and stuff. You just kind of have to take a seat that nobody's taking and try to avoid people bumping into you. But besides that, everything seems to be smooth sailing, literally.
He'll probably hug a corner,
Oh.
where people probably wouldn't, stand or anything. He
As
doesn't
you
need to
finally
see.
arrive at the docks of the island, and basically these docks are kind of like the small little shopping center for the residents of the island. So they have like two bakeries. There seems to be a winery. There seems to be like a general shop, and many other little things that you cannot see from your view, but you can probably figure out that this is like the commercial area.
Hmm. Um, while he has some invisibility on still, he's going to uh maybe pocket an apple or something to have for later.
I'm pretty sure the invisibility spell says if you touch something, it also becomes invisible, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, then yeah, you don't even have to do anything. You just take it, whoop, disappears. Nobody even knows. As you could. I guess so you continue your way towards the Adventurers Guild.
Mhm.
Seeing as you have been in the city for quite a while, even if this is your first time or not, but you have been in the city for a while, and you have been at the library. If you wanted to find information where the Adventurers Guild is, you probably already have done so.
Oh yeah, I probably
So
would
I'd
have looked
say,
up city maps and stuff.
yeah. So I'd say you get to the Adventurers Guild, no problem. As I said previously, people everywhere. You literally cannot escape the people. They're just literally everywhere you look. There's somebody they're talking, making a party. Someone's announcing that they're gonna be the next Dragonborn. Someone's just pissing in a corner. There's just chaos everywhere. But it's good chaos. You almost feel like you're kind of like starting to get into the things because like there's some nice ambient music playing. Which speaking of, where the fuck did you go? There we go. All good. It's fixed now. Professional GM, by the way. Okay, so you finally enter the Adventurers Guild. What do?
Okay. He's gonna, of course, drop his invisibility before he just goes walking in. You know.
You drop your invisibility, you can just see it from like two sides. Someone goes, ah!
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to startle you.
Yeah, maybe. Just don't do that next time. Thank you. God damn. Fucking magic casters, I swear to God. Okay. Just be careful, don't bump into anyone and stuff like that.
Oh, don't worry. I know how to watch my space.
Okay. He just walked away.
I'll kind of take a look around the place and look at all the promising prospects here. Just be kind of like, just kind of rubbing his chin and kind of whispering to his ring. It's like, so what do you think, buddy? Looking good, yeah? He just, will walk up to the counter and just be like, hello! I hear that there are sign-ups for the Adventurers Guild today.
Well. It certainly is, says Maya, as she is totally trying to just put up a front of being very professional and totally not freaking out. And why is there a man standing in front of her asking her questions? But yes, she is standing there like, yeah, this is the place.
Well, it is your lucky day, as
It
I wish
is?
to join.
Oh, you mean like that? Ah, I thought we were gonna get another employee. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah. What did I have to do? Kind of like quickly picks up a paper, reads through it. Yeah, yes, of course. Can you read or write?
Well, yes, I can.
Very good, very good. Okay, and do you have any previous adventuring experience?
You could say that, yes.
Oh, very good. Okay, then please follow me, and I'll lead you to a predetermined party management system. I'll just leave it to your person. Basically, they're kind of doing this so you new adventurers just don't go and kill yourselves on your first mission. So I'm gonna put you in a room, and there's gonna be probably people already waiting, and then you just kind of like have to introduce yourself and like do the courtesy and just tell them what you're good at, and then try to. They're kind of like putting the party together, so you kind of get the experience of this party happening and working together. You can leave at any time after the quest is done, but you have to do initiation quest with the party you are provided, basically.
Is this woman's hand within reach?
How tall are you?
I think I put him as like 5'7".
I guess that's good enough. Okay, sure.
I don't know what that is in centimeters.
Yeah, neither do I. Go on ahead. I'll allow
I
it.
think it's like 160 something.
Sure.
I don't know. He's just gonna like place his hand on top of her. It's like, madam, take.
Don't cast any spells on me, please. I still know how much to live for, please.
It's breathe, madam, breathe.
It's my first day.
Yeah,
Please.
I can see that.
You're causing a scene at this point.
He's just like, it's gonna like be like, repeat after me.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
in
In
and out.
and out.
In.
In.
Breathe deep. Then,
I'm breathing deep.
then breathe out slowly. Okay. You're doing
Okay.
fine.
You're doing fine.
Now say I'm doing fine.
I'm doing fine.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Okay, you can stop repeating.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Look, you're gonna do great.
Am I?
Yes, first day is always the hardest, I hear.
Okay. But
Now,
anyway, follow me to the room. She kind of scurries like.
lead the way.
She kind of scurries behind the counter
Mhm.
and kind of like waves to you like a bits away to kind of like follow. As once again you are led into this big corridor,
Okay.
and you can see she's kind of like thinking about something, but you can't really put your mind onto it. But she's really thinking about something, and then she stops, looks at like 2-3 doors, and goes like, yep, here's your door. Go on in, sir.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome.
You're doing a great
you are.
job.
Thanks. As you are led into a room that has Raeliana Fuck, I can't pronounce the name. Fuck's sake.
Reliana.
Raeliana sitting there. It's gonna take me a while.
Just think of Deutsche Bahn. Railway.
I guess you could always call her Ray.
Reliana.
I failed my German language classes. Don't even. Okay, so you see Raeliana sitting there. So I want you to.
Really concentrated on that paper she's filling out.
I want you, Reliana, to describe what Aldine is seeing, and then other way, what I need you to describe what Reliana is seeing. So, Reliana, you start first.
Alright. You kind of see her chewing on... Did I get a pencil or did I get like
It's like a feather. It's one of those feathers that you write it.
Yeah, I'm literally chewing on like a bit of feather right now.
Ah, shit.
Ew.
It's a pretty tall person, so she's a bit hunched over. As we've been talking about in chat, she's 6'1" or 185 centimeters
Woo.
in size. So she is also a bit of a muscle queen. So you can see this because she is literally only wearing what seems to be a steel bra over like a leather top, and kind of like a short loincloth almost, also padded with steel.
My goodness.
And she definitely has a six-pack. She has pale, like really almost, you would maybe consider it sickly, kind of ashy pale skin. And her hair is also like an ashy white. And
That's her
however,
token name?
her skin, which doesn't show in the token, but her skin is covered in tattoos. If you know henna, Mendi style tattoos, it's essentially that. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the plane of fire as character, but if your character is in any way, then you might notice some lines that are like showing like primordial speech, some abstract storytelling related to the plane of fire in black ink. She has blazing red eyes, and that's pretty much it. Like, not much to her visually. There's a backpack sitting next to her on the floor, and yeah, not very clothed that could tell about the person.
Okay.
Yeah, she looks still fairly young, maybe like mid-20s. That's about it.
Okay. So for Aladdin, you just see this see this kind of very kind of like tanned, kind of bronze and copper skinned man walk in, kind of wearing like a kind of like open chest, kind of like tunic top, where you see just kind of got like a few scars across his chest, some across his arms, um, and he is wears this very lovely looking kind of like very simple but very well polished looking necklace around his neck, and you see he carries on like a couple blades. The most prominent one would be like a sticking out as a scimitar. And he trying to think about. It seems very not very well armored. It looks like you don't really see really any armor on him. You see he wears a couple bracers, but they're more kind of like cloth and leather. And the other thing you see is he also wears a very vibrant red scarf, which looks like it might be big enough to kind of like wrap around his head. You see he's also got some very vibrant green eyes that kind of stick out, from his more darker complexion, kind of dark brown to blackish hair he has. And he stands about 170 centimeters tall, or 5'7". You see he's got like carrying on also a couple other kind of tools you can see. Like you see some type of like collapsible pole or staff that he kind of carries just like on the back of his waist. The only other kind of thing that kind of sticks out is this very interesting, intricate-looking ring he wears. That seems to be kind of a very, homely kind of person in a way. Not wearing anything too extravagant or standoutish.
That actually just reminded me. She has a giant fuck off maul leaning against her chair as well.
Now you say it.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot it. But yeah, I should have that with me, and it's in my inventory.
Yes, you
so-
do.
Yeah, he
Yeah, giant fuck off mall.
yeah. He just seems to wear a lot of kind of like darker colors. So lots of blacks and tans, and browns. So
Wow. Okay.
basically, nothing that can really
Except for the red scarf.
except for the red scarf. Yeah.
Good to know. Kind of, yeah, she would lift her head, kind of, when she hears the door. Or are you very sneaky?
Well, the Maya opened up the door for him,
Oh,
so
that is
that
true.
was not
Yeah, so
sneaky at
she
all.
would have heard it, kind of like, still kind of half chewing with the thing in her mouth, kind of looking up, like, so, giving a small wave. With that movement, kind of pulling the feather out of her mouth, the quill. Hello, and giving you a quick once over, and then going back to pulling it out, kind of tongue sticking out of her mouth, a little bit in concentration.
He just gives you like a wink and like a 2-finger salute to you
Mm-hmm.
as he goes over and finds a place to sit and begins trying to fill out his paperwork as well.
Okay, if there's no chat going on between you, then we'll go over to a particular tiefling that has arrived in the city 2 days ago, mostly to relax before her big day at the Adventurers Guild. As she brushes her hair, prepares for her big day ahead. Maria, you're outside the tavern. Nothing too fancy, just like a budget one. But after you have been sent here by your patron, that I'll reveal the name of right now, if you want to write it down.
Mm-hmm.
Your patron that so graciously funded you in your academy years and all through basically your kind of like teenage life. Her name is Penny Lucifero. Now, why is that important? I'll place it in just in case you can't, figure it out. Lucifero is the name of, or basically the surname of the royal family of the Tiefling Deserts. So having her as your benefactor, basically, is kind of a big deal. But then again, it's up to you if you want to really reveal that information to the public masses. But you, today, here, are with a certain goal, and that is to join the Adventurers Guild and prove them what you're capable of. And maybe, kind of rub it in, but, who cares about that, right? But you see grand opportunities in this, as there are some things that are not well known about you, but you want to develop them quite well. As you right now are standing outside of a, I would say, pretty budget tavern just about here, if you see my pings.
Mm-hmm.
There also seems to be a little market going on out there. And you could tell the celebration of this day is in full swing. There's banners, people running around all happy. There seem to be thematic things, and you could tell just by how the merchants are acting, yeah, they're totally trying to get the most money out of you just because the day is happening. But all signs are leading towards the Adventurers Guild. What do you do?
What is it? While heading to the Adventurers Guild, Maria would probably grab a few snacks from the vendors about anything that's kind of got more of a sweeter taste to it. She would grab for later. All the while, what is it? Kind of bring out this kind of larger leather-bound book, and writing stuff down.
Would you prefer something that is like a pastry, or do you want something that's like a caramelized apple or along the lines of that?
Ooh, apple.
Okay, so for about 2 copper pieces you could get there seems to be this man that's selling caramelized apples on kind of corner. You can see he's basically just giving them out more to the kids, but as you kind of ask for one, he also just kind of gives you one with a big smile. Then goes "Happy Adventures Day, darling."
Happy Adventurers Day! And she'll like give him a gold piece. That's for anybody else's.
Fuck it off. The man kind of looks at you, doesn't say anything, just kind of looks quickly around, pockets it. It's like, thank you, dear. You are not getting a fucking return for that, so no change.
And after that, what is it? Just head straight to the guild.
Okay. On your way over crossing the bridge, you see, multiple people going there. You are kind of almost not too surprised, but you are impressed by the amount of tieflings you see here. As you know, the tieflings usually tend to stay to their homeland, the tiefling deserts, but they are quite well known to be social, especially if their ancestors' genes are that of like social people, so like halflings, humans, sometimes maybe even dragonborn. But you slowly make your way over to Adventurers Guild, where once again everyone has gathered. There's multiple people from. You could almost swear that you heard someone just kind of like, almost like squeal, almost like they were startled or something, but you don't pay too much attention to it. There's way too many things going on right now. As you arrive, is there anything interesting you want to do, or is there anything special you want to do before you either enter or once you enter? As this is the first time you have witnessed this kind of grandiose thing. Tiefling doesn't have some pretty impressive buildings, but this is like a first for you. Like, you can tell that multiple cultures have been almost like integrated into this one building to kind of like show the unity of all the races coming together and building this place.
Yeah, no, she would be going like nuts right now, just like looking at like the architecture of the building, like noting it down in her book, just like what is it, trying to like any little details that kind of like pop out to her that combines all the different like cultures. It's like she'll write that down as much as she can.
Roll
And she'll kind of like,
investigation.
gotcha.
With the 13, you look over and you notice that the dome almost seems to have kind of like some writings hidden into the glass. If you would guess, if you kind of like turn the light, or maybe the sun has to be at a certain point, it could maybe spell something out. But because it's bright and early, you can't really tell what the fuck's happening there. But you can notice there's probably something engraved in there that probably you can only see at a certain time of day.
Maria's just like staring directly into the light, trying to figure out what it says.
Stares into the light after like 5 seconds. My eyes are burning. Ah. But yeah. After taking your time, writing everything down, making sure everything is noted, there seems to almost be like a pull to get into this Adventurers Guild. You don't know what it is, but it's almost like something's calling you. You notice that none of the other people have this feeling, though.
Ooh.
At least you can't tell if they do. But you being so smart and observing, none of the other people seem to be reacting like you do. Otherwise, they would be turning their heads, going, "Well, what's happening?"
Then at that point, Maria just like look around, bunch of fucking weirdos, and then just like go into the reception area.
Okay. And you almost feel like this, not almost like a pull, but it's almost like a smell that allures you to go towards something. And you stand in the line, and once this line ends up at the counter, you see a tiefling girl, all dressed up in like a maid outfit with some really interesting accents. But she almost like emits a smell. It allures you. Doesn't allure you like like a mating perfume or something, but it's almost like inviting this smell of hers. As you approach the counter, and she goes, welcome to the Adventurers Guild. I assume you're here to register as an adventurer?
Yep, that's what I'm here to do. What's going on?
I mean, you're very welcome. We'll do the honorary signing process of. I'm gonna put you in a room, and then there's gonna be like people there, and then they're gonna be your first party, and then you.
Are you okay? You smell great, by the way. Caramel apple?
What?
Maria's just like holding out the apple to her.
Thanks. I guess I'm okay. She kind of like holds the apple, doesn't really know where to put it because the counter's just full of papers and shit. Just keeps holding it, like goes like, okay, so what? Yeah, I'm gonna put you in a room. There's gonna be people there, and these people are gonna be essential to you because you'll have to do the first initiation quest with them. So we can tell if you're not gonna die after the first quest we give you. You don't have to stay with these people. It's just sort of like a tradition we do here. Are you okay with that?
Fine.
Can you read and write?
How well? I'm just kidding. I can read and write.
Good one. And okay. Alright, follow me. she at this point she almost seems like tired. As she leads you.
We're just gonna have a broken down.
the last person is gonna have like a fucking oh yeah. She leads you in the corridor. Once again, she has this kind of like thing of like she's almost like it almost seems like she's counting on her fingers while holding the candy apple in the other hand. It's kind of like looking at the doors like this one. And as she opened up the door once again quite loudly for you, Reliana and Aldine, you just hear the door just kind of almost like whoosh, slam open, and she goes like, "Over here, miss. There you go. The papers on the table. Just fill it up, and I'll come back once I have enough people for you here. Okay, okay. Thanks for the apple once again.
No problem.
Yeah. Okay, bye." She kind of almost like shoves you in there and closes the door. As you are left in a room with what seems to be quite a big woman and quite an interesting gentleman. But question is, what do they see?
They would see a tiefling that, without her horns, stands about 150 centimeters, but with them, kind of these weird like horns that point almost straight up into the air, with like a bit of curves, like 160. I like that. You see a bright pink skinned tiefling in front of you with very long, very bushy, bright pink hair. As well as she's wearing what looks to be like a black leather vest with like some like leather bracers covering her like wrists. And you can see like around her neck she has like these two big roses tattooed on with the vines like going down what looks like past down the shoulders, like down the forearms, and like down the fingers as well. Like these big thorny vines.
Do we have a token?
I
You can see it on the screen and
I forgot to.
roll
No,
20,
it's fine. I can zoom in. Don't worry about it. I forgot to do it for.
Is it
you.
covered though? In your token, it's covered up. So I'm wondering.
I don't know. Don't worry about it. I got it. Don't worry
Did
about
you
it.
say 150 centimeters?
Yeah, she's
yes,
dying.
without the horns.
So this is Maria on our screens.
The roses aren't there in the picture. It's just what is it? That's just
And this was Aldine for people that missed it.
hot.
That is actually art in our chat.
Oh yeah, we can.
We're posting art.
Yeah,
Well, this is more for everyone, so
for everyone watching at home.
this one's for you, Harry.
I love you too, random citizen.
We miss you, Harry.
Who's Harry?
Rest in peace, my homie died
Fuck.
Harry,
tragically.
come home.
You know, Foggy.
No.
Ooh.
Oh, Foggy. Okay. Yeah, no, I totally forgot
I
his
can
name.
still hear his voice.
Foggy in my book.
Did you actually?
His name is now gone. He is just Foggy now.
He's forever foggy.
The
Just
Foxter.
foggy.
The Fogmeister.
Okay,
It just
well,
embodies that character for me, you know.
all three of you are now awkwardly put into the room. If there's anything you want to discuss, go ahead.
Awkward. No.
Yeah, really? Yeah, just staring at the door, like after Maria for a moment, and feel. I think she could benefit from some herbal tea. She seems a bit on the nervous side.
Right? I agree. And also, hello there. My, it's my lucky day.
Why did you sound like a frat boy?
As soon as like you
Because
say that,
it seems he is one, but
Oh my god, that's gonna be so good.
as soon as you fucking say that, especially after Tom said that, you see Maria's like she has a really big smile on. It like twitch a tiny bit as you see that, and she's like, "Hi, how are you both?"
Can't complain.
well, there is a note here about how much money you would want to die for. I'm still thinking on that, but what would you put? Have you gotten to that yet? And she kind of points towards Aladdin.
Oh, I've just put down not enough.
Ah. I thought they were asking for a specific number.
As much as they're willing to pay me, plus 10% on top of that.
How much do you think
I
they
guess
can
I
afford?
can just write a lot. A lot.
They're the
Okay.
Adventurers Guild. They can afford a lot, can't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, a
Then I'm
gazillion
done. And
seems
she
like a
kind of
good
like
number.
smooths out the paper, kind of puts it on her knees neatly with the thing. Alright, I'm done then. If you have any questions for filling it out, I can answer them, I'm sure. I've been here for a while already.
Hell yes. Oh, what are your guys' names, by the way?
Ah.
Can-
You go first, ma'am.
Reliana, you can just call me Ray if that's a bit tricky to say.
Mr. Adin, but my friends call me Al.
Awesome. Nice to meet you both. I'm Maria. Maria is the name, Arcane's the game.
Ah, interesting.
I just
The
I'm good at
fucking
hitting
disappointment
things. No, just more like awkwardly kind of pointing behind her towards the mall. I know a bit of magic. Not completely dumb.
Nice.
Is your magic born or learned?
Learned. I spent way too much time with the books.
I see, good. That means you have a good head on your shoulders. That'll keep you alive longer.
What about you, Dean?
Adin, but he's just kind of like
Dean.
will pull out one of his daggers and just kind of twirl between his fingers, very dexterously. Getting into places that are locked or places that are lost is my speciality.
Okay. Can you fight?
Can you stab?
Of course I can. You think these weapons are for show?
I mean, yeah. No offense, you kind of look like a poser.
Oh.
I mean, you just said getting in somewhere is your speciality. So I just figured you're not that good with your swords then.
He's kind of like looks at you both like very like just like studying look, and then you just see him kind of whisper, no, it's fine. I will handle this.
You literally see in Reliana's face just utter honesty. She is taking you as literally as possible. Meaning, if you didn't list it as your speciality, she truly believes like he can't fight.
While I try to avoid any unnecessary conflict as I can. I mean, I've got enough scars already, I don't need to add more. But
With
if
this
need be,
bickering-
I can fight.
With this bickering going on, there's something else stirring in the city. As a certain young woman has just has recently woken up, done her chores, as her parents tend to give her some. And she will now depart to her other part-time job that's gonna be quite new for her, as she seems that this is the only way that she could possibly legally help her family that has also graciously taken care of her. As we go over to Evie. You are now at your family's home. Your family's home would be here, and why you have moved over there is for reasons to help your mom, who is basically like a helping hand at a tavern that she works at. The house is there because it's quite close to the tavern over here. And the tavern's name is Flying Whales. It's a quite well-known tavern where, for some reason, it attracts a lot of ex-adventurers. And that's kind of an idea why you wanted to go, just because you heard that there's good money in it. So why not? So that's your today's goal. You want to join up the adventurers on the Adventurers Day, more or less, to become one of them adventurers and seek great fortune and maybe fix some issues that have been bothering you for a while.
Like getting finally out of the house again.
Yeah, don't speak up, lass. Come on, go. Grab your things and make sure to pack enough food and water and make sure you're safe. Don't take any stupid quests that will, get you killed. And make sure to make a lot of friends and what else?
I'll be careful, Mom. Don't worry.
Okay, just be safe. And she kisses you on the forehead, and opens up the door for you. Well, go on, go get him.
Thank you. And be careful, yeah?
You're the one that should be careful. Okay, don't cause trouble. Come on, just go before I change my mind.
And she leaves. And she doesn't really walk through the city like something. She more like slinks away and blends into the crowd and tries to not attract any attention. And slowly goes through the streets, knowing them enough. They are living through the city before and being part of it for a long time. She knows where she's headed,
We got us.
and she knows the shortcuts of the city.
So, are you taking any detours, or are you going straight to the Adventurers Guild?
She's going straight to the Adventurers Guild. She has everything she needs, including the dagger she can display as a means of, weapon.
You arrive at the Adventurers Guild, and you know that the city is big enough where you wouldn't see it. You could see a face and never see it again in your lifetime, but it seems even more busy than usual. The shuttles are going way quicker. The people are arriving. You see some people fucking teleporting in out of nowhere. This is a new sight for you, but it all makes sense because today is the Great Adventurers Day. After all, everyone needs adventure in their life, and now you're gonna be part of the cog in the machine.
After all the weirdos are signing up.
Indeed, you see all kinds of weird, starting from Goliaths, ending at halflings. You see all kinds of tieflings with different kinds of mutations. you see a bunch of half people that you haven't seen in a while, and what's most impressive to you, coming from not too rough of a part of the town, but in your business you have seen some good and some of the worst that people can do, but for some reason this place right now at this hour seems almost too nice. For you it's almost like unnatural how the atmosphere is so uplifting and so relaxing almost. But right now you're at the front of the Adventurers Guild and you have a choice to make: to sign up or to dip.
I'd like to check if there are people like we recognize in the crowd.
Roll me a perception check. 11.
Oh, great.
As I have stated previously, there's a lot of people. Way more than you have used to see. You think you see someone that you recognize, but it's just a person that looks like him. And holy shit, is that Dave? No, that's not Dave. Oh, I know that woman. No, never mind, I don't know that woman. Just, the more you stay outside the doors, the more confused you get. It's almost like your mind is playing tricks on you, because suddenly you start recognizing everyone, but at the same time you recognize no one.
I'm gonna shake it off and just go towards the front desk.
Okay. And at the front desk, you're quite the knowledgeable woman. You like to know where you go into, as you have scouted before. You do notice the reception area is way more busy than usual, but you see the usual clerks. But one of the lines is a bit smaller, and once you approach the line, you notice it's for a reason. There seems to be quite a nervous tiefling girl just running around. Seems like she's trying to do her best. There's like on her counter there's like what seems to be a caramelized apple, just like in a cup for some reason. But it's finally your turn. As you can see, at this point, almost a bit tired tiefling, as she goes, welcome to the Adventurers Guild, miss. How may I help you?
I'm here to sign up. Are you alright?
I'm quite alright. Okay, signing up. Very well. Can you read and write?
Yes, I can.
Very good. Okay,
You seem to be...
I'm fine. I'm fine. Just follow me, miss. I'll show you right way. As she turns and just almost stumbles on the floor. Okay, here we go. You almost got me.
She needs to remember those breathing exercises.
As she goes behind the counter and waves you over to the corridor. And once again, she leads you down the corridor. And once again, she seems to be thinking about something. And then just kind of looks up, sighs, and opens up the door. And kind of like gives you like a wave signal to go on in, miss. They're waiting for you. She didn't explain what was waiting for you, but I guess it's your it's your job to either go in or
She's going to take a slow approach, almost like stalking into the room.
Okay, well, what the rest of the party right there on the table sees, you see a door opening. At this point, quite tired Maya. And suddenly you just see like a woman just trying to be all sneaky, like just slides into the view of everybody that are just looking at the door. What do they see?
Oh, hello. Well, first they might notice that she has a red hair. She's dressed in leather and in quite a normal clothing, which might be slightly, with what do you call it? Anyway, and on her side there is a small dagger that seems to be conspicuously very unused. And she looks around you and just says, "Hello? What is this then?"
What's up?
Good afternoon.
The papers are over there. And Liliana points at the stack and on the table. You need to fill them out.
Alright.
Can
Thank
you
very
read and
much.
write?
What was her name, by the way? I'm talking to the secretary now. To the
She's
front
gone.
desk clerk. Oh. I'm gonna close the door. I'm Evie.
Right.
What's your names?
Right.
Maria.
Ray?
Just
Maria?
Ray is enough.
Ray, Maria, and...
Al.
Dean. Oh, Al.
Ah,
Aldine?
Al.
Everyone
Al.
calls
Nice.
it.
and why is Al half naked?
It is.
So why is Ray half naked?
I came from
I said-
someplace very hot. Trust me, you do not
His
want to
frat
wear
house.
layers.
I set my clothes on fire when I get annoyed.
Oh, really?
Touché.
Mm-hmm.
Well. That.
So this
You know,
kind
if
of
you come
stuff
from-
is like the most fireproof that, I can
You
wear.
know, if you come from a place that is very hot, I would have expected that you would want to keep warmer, especially in colder place.
Potentially.
nice
I
weather
don't
out.
believe you. In other words, I find that suspect.
I appreciate the cooler climate here. I like to feel the cool wind on my skin.
And probably the hard nipples. And she
Definitely.
goes and takes the papers and starts filling them up. Out.
You know, I'm just going to say it. This room we're being put in is getting more and more beautiful.
Oh.
So, Al, what was the name of your house? Kappa or something like that?
I do not name my home. That's ridiculous.
Are you sure? Because I think I met a bunch of your brothers out on campus.
Brothers? I'm an only child.
Okay, as the bickering once again continues, as a new party member joins,
I
We'll
just
go-
want to mention I'm gonna
Yep.
start while they start bickering. I'm gonna start rummaging in my backpack. I'm gonna move to next to the door, pulling something out for when
I'm-
secretary comes in next time.
I'm gonna move next to you, Ray, because you seem to be the one not bickering. And I will just be looking over your shoulders at the answers, if you allow it.
My stuff is just on the desk. I've stood up and I'm standing next at the door. So
Oh, okay. So I'm just looking at the papers and how you fill them up, and
yeah. They're fully
And-
filled out.
almost like copying your answers.
Oh, goodness.
okay, and we'll go for
Do I see
today's.
her doing that?
and we'll turn our heads for today's last interesting character. Let's say we arrive at the tavern called the Flying Whales. Continuity. As the tavern owner, Slackjaw, seems to be talking with a small figure. And as we peer over him, it seems to be a small figure with big ears. As Slackjaw is almost kneeling down, one hand on the shoulder of this little guy, and goes, "Okay, Peepsqueak, just making sure, so you really want to do this. You really want to join the adventurers."
Yes! It's been my dream for like years now. Can't stop me, even if you tried.
I mean, I'm not going to, but okay, I like the attitude. Okay, well, I guess I can't really stop you if I wanted to. I just hope you take me and my companions' advice to heart, and make sure to come visit the tavern from time to time. There's always going to be bedding for you here. And most importantly, try to make good friends. They tend to stick around.
Visit.
What?
Of course I'm gonna come and visit you, old man. I'm gonna have to
Work
tell you
my
all my
heart.
stories.
Of course you do. Well, of course you have to tell the stories to Happy, Tiny, and Contessa too, right? Just be careful there, okay?
I'll be.
Okay, well,
Don't worry.
here's a little gift for you, and he hands you like a pouch with 10 gold pieces in it. There you
Nice.
go. So spend it carefully. You never know what you need on the road. And try to stay away from the shady characters. And
You shouldn't have.
may Lady Luck look over you.
Alright, there. He just stops off.
And you can't see it, but he kind of, Sideshow kind of like sees you leave, and kind of like, wipes his eye a bit, and then goes back to his work. As you are now exiting the Flying Whales Tavern over here at the upright part, you are now free to do whatever you want for. Almost seems to be.
Where did you ping it? Sorry, I didn't see it.
Okay. I'll keep pinging until you say.
Oh, hey, thank you. I see
There you
it.
So, you are now technically free to do whatever you want, because,
Yeah.
previously you could do the same shit anyways, but, like, you always kind of had someone looking over your shoulder, but right now
Yeah.
you're basically with the green light to just go and get it.
He's very happy, So I think he will just skip down the streets, heading straight to the guild, and just playing a happy tune on his flute.
Singing a Disney song.
Seeing as you are shorter than most of the people, it kind of like, you kind of like skip through, like, get through everyone. Sometimes even go under their legs if they're too tall. Skip through everything, singing a happy song. Most of the people don't even really pay attention to you. Some of the other kids like kind of like cheer you on as you run past them, but you get to the Adventurers Guild quite easily. You have been in this place before. Usually the guards are on a bit high alert and they don't let everyone through the bridge. But it seems like today is just like opening day and visiting hours, so this is one of the rare times where you actually get to visit the island. And you can certainly tell that this is like the area of the, the rich populace, the nobles, the barons, basically the people that have a lot of money. And everything looks very clean and fancy and well kept, but you see almost like a flood of people just going towards one location, just go streaming into one location. Which you would guess probably is the place you're going to.
Alright. Damn, that's just a lot to take in, isn't it? Damn. So much cool stuff. Yeah, he just follows the people.
Well, as you follow the people.
Admiring,
Yeah. You follow the people most of the time, trying not to step on any of the big guys' path, or like you mostly try to tend to like stand next to the people of your size, because if you stand next to them, nobody's gonna like either try to walk over you or something like that, and nobody's gonna bump into you. So you go over, and you're at the Adventurers Guild entrance. At this point, it's about midday, and the commotion has not stopped at all. There's just people going in and out. You start seeing a lot of people just kind of like bunched up in groups of like 4 to 6, and kind of like having these happy faces, and just kind of like some of them have papers in their hands, some of them don't, and they just kind of like seem to be talking to each other, and slowly going away from the Adventurers Guild and starting to either go to the docks or starting to go back to the bridges. But there's a great input, like basically inflow and outflow of people. That just seems like almost like it's going back and forth at all times, almost like a little ant's nest.
Alright. Okay, how much? I'm assuming my character knows a bit of what's going on, because he wanted to do this for years now.
He sure does. He actually, I'm pretty sure you would be the most knowledgeable about the Adventurers Day of all the party members.
I'm assuming those groups that are leaving are already made adventurous groups, right?
Yes. Just by almost the way you look at their gear, just by the experience in the tavern from all the times where, Happy the Dwarf has told you about how he was the front man of the party, but Slackjaw was, a part of their group, where he would don the most strongest of the armors and the biggest of the shields so he could protect his teammates. You see some of those people in their parties almost seem to be like leading the way. Then you remember Tiny, the Goliath, the barbarian, that was actually quite soft-spoken for what he was. Then you see that some parties also have these big, brawly, muscly people that seem not to be wearing a lot of clothes for some reason. And then you remember the tale of Contessa. She was the elf of the party, and she was the magic caster of the party. She always liked to dress fancily, and she always had a way of speaking that almost like elevated her above the rest of the party because of her mannerisms and how quaint she looked. And you keep seeing these patterns in the parties that are coming out. Most of them differ most of the time, but you keep seeing these patterns repeat and repeat again. And that makes you wonder, in which pattern will you be in?
Well, as I move through these groups of people, everyone that I think is a new group, I'll just go like, good luck on your first quest, just be very cheerful and happy and very positive to these people.
Most of them either say back to, oh, thank you, little lad, or do a little wave or a little smile to you.
And I just go inside. Yeah.
As you approach the counter, you take the little ladders that they have at each of the counters because they know they're shorter people, so you take the little short steps, kind of be at eye level at the counter, and you're greeted by a relatively young, but very tired, tiefling woman. That goes like, welcome, sir. How may I help you today?
I wish to join the Adventurers Guild.
Oh, do you know? Okay, well, 2 questions before we start. Can you read and write?
Yes.
And how old are you?
I am 18.
Do you have the papers to prove it?
No.
You would. you would, because Slackjaw will give them papers, because
okay.
he would know that you need them.
Okay. Yeah, sure, I got them right here.
And she goes over, oh, yes, you are. Okay, well, glad to see such young people take interest in adventuring. Okay, well, seeing as you know everything, I'm going to put you in the meeting room, in one of the meeting rooms, and you'll get to meet your party. Well, it's only the temporary party, of course. You can change it when you come back, but for this initiation quest, you will have to stay with this party to prove to us that you can survive and you can work in a group.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Yeah. She goes, okay, follow me. And she'll once again go behind the counter and lead you towards one of the doors, which she once again, at this point, just slowly opens up and goes like, right in here, sir.
And I peek into the door.
What?
Yeah.
And you see quite the interesting side of a big woman, of what seems to be quite the interesting looking man, a quite fancily dressed tiefling woman, and what seems to be almost like kind of like observing the party, red-headed woman as you peek in, and I shit you not, that looks like a fucking adventuring group right there.
It does.
There you go, Colin.
Okay, yeah, I just
by the goblin.
I stop the
That's his
assessment.
token right there.
I'll
Dude.
probably as the door opens again, I'll probably be going to look at, and there is beauty number. What the?
Oh my god, he's so adorable!
Is that
Cute.
is that a goblin?
We're being attacked by a goblin.
I just jump in to the room, basically, and scream really loudly, "Hello, everyone." I'd act it out, but it's kind of late. Don't want to disturb you.
Understandable.
Oh,
I'm just holding out a little pouch to the assistant. Here you go.
What's
Just
this?
brew it with some water in for like 5 minutes and have a sip. It'll calm you down.
Thank you. I'm ending my shift anyways, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's 6 people here. You'll just need
Maybe
to.
just staring at a goblin and not understanding what's happening here.
You'll need to fill in the. Well, your character actually would know the goblins are quite a common occurrence in the town.
Aren't we 5 people?
Okay.
Do I have something on my face, or why are you looking at me like that?
Okay.
Didn't expect someone with such a large instrument.
Well, it is quite cool, isn't it?
Why?
Yeah,
you
let me
play it?
let me show. I can. And I start playing a happy little tune. After blowing it up and
Scotland forever.
Scotland!
Okay, let me change the music here real quick.
Ah, nice.
I'm gonna lean down to the assistant and say like, excuse me. Are you sure you asked everyone if they can fight?
Wait, are you asking this to the
The assistant.
the what?
What's her name again?
Maria.
Maya.
I forgot.
Oh,
Maya.
Maya.
Yeah, Maria.
Well, you
was...
see, as a party member interrupted her middle of her speaking, she kind of just like slowly nodded and closed the door. So she's kind of gone at the point. But
okay.
You weren't the one talking, so I'll let you roll a perception check to see if you heard what she said at the end there.
Okay.
Really?
Because you were paying the most attention to her.
Yeah,
You know what?
I was,
I'll give that advantage. I'll give that
it's an
advantage.
8.
No, I'll give that advantage because you were the only one that was actually trying to initiate a conversation with her and try to give her something. So your
Okay.
attention would be more concentrated towards her.
Oh.
So you did hear that her superior would come and visit you in a moment.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's all you heard
And-
before she closed the door.
I shrug and sit down.
Anyways, back to the party. What were you arguing about?
I love that he just goes, "What are you arguing
I
about?"
don't think
Not
we're
talking.
we're not
Arguing.
arguing. We're just discussing rationally.
we were listening to Pip, I thought.
Yeah, I'm still playing my tune.
From bagpipes.
Heavy bagpipe techno, yeah.
Yeah, he plays quite a lovely tune.
Ooh.
Nice.
This would be more of a kind of like a music you would hear in taverns. So the people who have stayed in the taverns in the city for now, they kind of like, I wouldn't say you recognize it, but it sounds familiar. It's like Tavern Tales, but with his own spin on it.
I'll provide you some bagpipe music for next time.
I can find some, don't worry about it. I know exactly what you're thinking.
Scotland the Brave.
Oh, not even.
Not just that, not just that.
It's better than a baby. Yeah. Alright. So now, every single party member for this session is in the room.
Yay.
You slowly fill in your sheets as you
Oh,
do.
I didn't describe my character yet.
No, you
Yes,
didn't.
please do.
I was kind of waiting for that, but I guess you didn't want to do it. Alright.
Oh. Well, you know, everybody else got like, "And what does the party see?" You know, I was
Well-
just waiting for the moment to do it.
I was about to say, but then I was rudely interrupted, so I thought, yeah, I'm not gonna stop the flow of the
sorry for
RP. I'll
interrupting.
just let you. Yeah. No, that was fine. If you guys want to interrupt for RP reasons, go ahead. I won't get mad at that. So go on ahead.
I mean, the picture you saw is pretty spot on. So you see like this small goblin. He's like a walking meter, as we would call it in Germany. uh, has really big ears, like quite over proportionate to his body. Very big ears. And wears a head that's also very big, just as big as his head, actually. And wears a cape. Has a big bagpipe on his back, and a small flute hanging on the side. And seems to be quite a music man.
Music man.
Yeah, a music man.
Let's go.
And what do you do, little goblin?
Like right now? Joining the Adventurers Guild.
Okay.
As in, what can you do?
Oh. Well, before I came here, I worked in a tavern. Played music for the guests, tended to their needs, got them their ale and their food. Helped my mentor, basically, run his tavern. It's the Flying Whale, might have heard of it.
So you play music.
Yes, I'm a bard. That's what we do.
You said mentor. Did he teach you anything? Is he the guy who taught you how to play the instrument?
Oh no, I actually picked that up by myself.
And what
We
did
had
he
a
teach you?
lot of bards coming through the tavern, showing me stuff here and there.
Oh.
Well, I guess I can do some simple magic.
Alright, so I
Oh.
suppose, Ray, you're gonna be the leader?
Right?
Oh, Relina? Or Reliana?
Oh,
Okay,
You're
oh,
gonna be the leader?
Are they gone?
why? I'm here.
You seem like a leader type. Besides, I don't want
What?
to just tell future to Mr. Nipples.
For your
Just hit
information,
stuff.
I keep my nipples covered. Don't want a stray blade to lop one off, you know.
Your bare chest is showing, mate. What the fuck else they aiming for?
As he just kind of like rubs his hand against his hairy bare chest. I don't know. But I mean, if they're going to be aiming for my chest anyway, going for the heart of things. So, you know, if you know where they're going, you know where to defend.
You're more exposed than a two-gold harlot.
How
I-
dare you?
Thing.
I am
that's
not
quite expensive.
The logic was backwards, but I agree with it.
I am
Not for the harlot thing.
I am not a 2 gold harlot. I wouldn't go that cheap.
Free?
Thought I covered a
Yeah,
mile away.
it's just a
I-
question of price, not of what.
I'll just leave the logistic things to you. I just hit things.
I think the most experienced person here should probably be the one to lead things.
Why do we even, need to have a leader or whatnot? We're a group. Why don't we just discuss it with, each other?
Because
Yeah,
We're like
what's it
5 feet
called?
away.
Demo. Not
Democracy.
Yes. That word.
Managed. What?
Don't speak those words. This is a monarchy.
because usually with that we will probably end up spinning around and around, trying to figure out what to do.
I feel I've heard a song like that before.
Yes, make me right round, baby, right
But-
When
Yeah, that one.
there is
Oh, I think I know
several
it.
paths and your party is split, someone has to have the final decision.
Agreed.
You can always listen and decide on based on the evidence. However, at times there has to be sometimes a time then we have to listen to the person who's in charge.
By the way, Hal's gonna just go get up and walk over to the goblin. What's your name?
Well, everybody calls me Pipsqueak, so Pip.
Pip. He just holds out his hand. Nice to meet you, Pip. You can call me Al.
All right, Al. What's your full name?
Oh, my full name is Al Adin.
Aladdin. Okay.
Right,
Nice to meet
I
you.
am, and she looks at the sheet she copied from Ralina. Myelina.
Your name's Marlena.
My name. How dare you? That's the name my parents gave. You change that.
Didn't you introduce yourself
did.
as Maria?
I changed it to Myelina.
No, Maria is her. I point at Maria.
Oh, right. Oh,
What's
you're
that?
Evie.
I'm Myelina.
So you're a
You're-
jokester. I see.
You combined our two names.
I didn't even realize that.
That's interesting as fuck.
She's shipping already.
The shipping wars have begun. Get out there. Get out there, shippers. Let's go.
Yarr.
I'm just gonna cross my arms and sulk.
So, what do I call you now?
Name stealer. That's what you call her.
Oh.
Think it was Evie or something. Name Stealer has a better ring to it. That sounds like something you could take into like battle. People probably get scared of that shit.
The name Steve.
Evie Morgan. But if you want to call me anything, it's Scarlet Blade.
You want me to call you the Scarlet Blade? Are you
No.
serious?
I want you to call me Evie.
There we
Or
go.
Morgan.
Evie it is.
Well,
I'm Pip, by the way.
Nice
I'm
to meet
Rain.
you, Pipsqueak.
So, I think we got the introductions out of the way, did we?
I think so.
I suppose when it comes to danger, I would recommend that you run.
Can any of you actually fight? I need to ask.
yes, I can fight.
We kind
Well,
of established that it's not your specialty, but I guess you can fight.
Well, my
listen,
insults-
I don't have this dagger for show.
Thank you.
Asterisk. She totally has the dagger for a show.
Yeah, it looks pretty new if you ask me.
Shouldn't
Like,
it be?
have you actually used it?
No, I just bought it.
Can you use it?
Oh, of course. Do you have some bread? I will show you on a bread.
Bread.
How else do you want me to show it?
I think she.
You're starting to see how Reliana's face kind of like starts to fill. She really shows everything on her face. It just starts to show kind of a bit of a realization and then really confusion and realization and then at the end kind of a bit crestfallen.
What? You want me to hit you instead?
I mean, I can take it.
Wait, who's getting hit?
Oh dear.
Hey Pip, put on some fight music.
I just realized I don't did I do my hit points?
Oh no.
God damn it. God fucking damn it.
Wait, no. I think 1 second.
No,
I need
you
to
have some hit points on your page.
I do have some. I think I yeah, at the time I just went with average.
Okay.
Because I wasn't sure if I should roll like with anyone present or not.
Well, average it is then.
We'll handle that later.
Now everyone, I don't think we need to question the Scarlet Blade here. If she is that a self-given title or one bestowed upon you by others?
Bestowed.
There you have it. One who earns a title such as that must have quite a knack with the blade.
That sound logic. Who bestowed it on you?
My second family.
Which is...
Alex is gonna put his arm around Evie. Probably a band of cutthroats and brigands, I'm sure. Right, Evie?
I wouldn't call them cutthroats and bandits. We would never call them that to their faces.
Oh, right. Then, he's just gonna step back and just kind of like cross his arms a bit and like, just like kind of like a concerned face, like, who's your second family then?
Don't worry about it. I'm just more worried that you might slow me down.
I'll have you know, I am anything but slow on the field.
Yes, I can see you possibly running really fast away.
Ooh.
You just see him just kind of like putting like his knuckles to his mouth, and he's just kind of like just kind of whispering something.
If you want, I
She
have
reaches
frostbite.
up and fixes and slightly adjusts his scarf. Don't worry about it. When it comes to it, you can hide behind me.
Ooh.
God damn. Hey, I have frostbite prepared for that burn if you need it.
Yikes.
He's
That was good.
You just got bitch dog, goddamn.
I mean, Evie is shorter than him, so that's a double burn.
he's just gonna he's just gonna as he just kind of comes up, fix his scarf. He's just going to place his hand on his shoulder and just kind of like subtly just kind of like flicker his fingers and cast Mage Hand. I assure you, when we're on the field, it may be me you're hiding behind. And he's gonna try to swipe her dagger.
Ooh. Swipe her dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So wait, where is the dagger located, Tara?
On her belt, on the left side.
Is it in the sheath?
Yes.
He's just gonna try to pull it out of the sheath and swipe it.
I'm just quickly thinking about one thing. You'll definitely have to roll, but let me think of something real quick.
Would it
Because
be a
I'm
sleight of hand?
trying to compare Evie's magical knowledge to your let's say sleight of hand, because from her backstory, what I have read, she's not that proficient with magic, so she wouldn't know all the nuances of it. So technically, this could be seen as just like a thing you do, like this is kind of like a tick for you. So I'd say roll me sleight of hand normally.
Okay.
I have a DC in my mind. Okay, yeah.
Oh wow.
God damn.
But I need you, Evie, to roll me a perception check. Not to hear anything, but because you have been in the city for a while, and you have been a part of the city's underbelly, you are quite well versed into the people stealing your money and, you know, swiping your things off of you.
Oof.
Even with all your proficiency, Evie, you do not notice that your dagger gets taken out of its sheath. Almost like it wasn't done even quickly. It was done almost like
you know, with
almost like
Can I-
with surgical precision
Can I
as it
interject?
gets taken out. Go on.
I was wondering if I could use cutting words to reduce
To what?
that sleight of hand roll there.
Even if you rolled, even if you rolled max, you would still have
Actually,
succeeded.
If he does, I can still use my side dice to possibly boost myself.
Side dice.
Oh,
Ooh.
No, no, that would
No.
not be enough.
yeah.
13 would not be enough. No.
So yeah, as he
Yeah, even with cutting words.
so after he gets it, he's just gonna kind of like have his hand just kind of drop it into his hand that he has behind his back, and it's like he can pick it up as he kind of finishes and twirls the blade around between his fingers. Because you might find yourself a little short on offensive capabilities. As he kind of will,
Bamboozle.
like hold the blade like in his hand and then just kind of hand the handle back towards her. I think you dropped this, madam.
Damn.
She doesn't seem to get angry, but suddenly her face gets stony pale, and in her hand there manifests a what seems to be look like a dagger made out of ice, but it's spectral, phantom almost, and it goes towards your neck.
Ooh.
Try to take that one, pretty boy.
As you do that, the door opens, and a man in a suit and a monocle enters the room and goes, "Ha ha ha! Seems like we're all getting together. I'll just really nicely. Now, how about you two put down your cutlery, and we'll get to today's event."
Al's already slipping
The dagger suddenly disappears.
he's already slipping the blade back into her sheath. I don't know
What
what,
do
you're
you mean by
talking
sudden-
about.
Of course, of course.
We're all
Please, children.
We're all chums here, right?
Oh, please, children, I have dealt with plenty of these situations. Let's just all sit down, gather around a table. I shall collect your sheets here. As he collects all the papers that have been written upon, he quickly reads through them. It takes about 5 minutes for him to quickly scan everything in complete silence. And he looks over to you guys over the papers and goes, "Well, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen next and what you should expect from us. So, right now, you have filled in the request to join the Adventurers Guild, which we humbly accept. You are now put into a temporary party. What you will need to do is you will need to finish a small time request for us. If you come back and you're successful, you will be hired as full-time adventurers. If you don't, then you suffer some casualties. We'll of course compensate for the casualties, but you will not be accepted as you will not be seen to... You basically will not be deemed to be fit for the Adventurers Guild. So, I'm looking over the papers here, and we got some quite colorful characters here. But it seems to be quite balanced. So, you have my go-ahead. As a senior receptionist, I deemed this party suitable. And you see him almost seem to cast some kind of spell on top of the papers. You can't really tell what it is. Maria, if you want, you can roll me arcane.
Well,
But
do.
he almost like puts a...
Ooh.
You haven't seen this magic before, which is
Would I know
surprising to
about
you.
this?
Even you don't know what this is.
Can I roll Arcana to find out? Nah.
I'll tell you if you need to roll.
Uh,
And with that, he goes, "Okay, so what he now I'm going to tell you the benefits and what you can expect from us. Once you have finished this quest, you will come back with proof of completion. In this case, as we are sending you out on an extermination quest, it will be monster parts. By monster parts, we mean whatever you have dispatched of this target, you will have to cut off something from its body, but nothing that's a duplicate. So ears don't count, fingers, all that doesn't count. If you want to bring a head, you can bring a head. If you want to bring a tongue, something like that, go on the head. If the beast has some other features that it only has, one of, you can bring that back as proof. And we'll have our magicians look at it to confirm its authenticity, and you will be good to go. Once you turn in basically your proof of finishing the quest, we shall compensate you according to the quest. So most of the time the quest would have, little kind of like rewards there. If the quest giver decides to give you anything extra, we don't tax you for it. But the guild does take away some of the gold for services we provide. Once you climb up in ranks, you gain more benefits like the indoor tavern, indoor sleeping quarters. We have canteens. We also give benefits and discounts in certain shops in town. And also the fares for transports around here are cheaper too. The ranks you will climb are not important for you now, as you still haven't finished your initiation. Am I forgetting something? I don't think I am. Do you have any questions before? You may call me Barnabas.
Barnabas.
That's me.
So, from what I get from what you're saying here is, we all have to come back alive in order for us to be accepted in fully.
And with a
And
trophy.
with monster parts.
Yes.
Very well.
What
Seems like some of your party members are perceptive. Yes, that's exactly what they said. Alive and with proof of finishing the quest.
Big brains.
Very well. I think we can achieve that. Alice is gonna look over towards Pip. Pip, you're with me.
Well, actually, all of you are with you, as you are a party. So all 5 of you will have to work together to finish this quest. And once you have done so, you will show the proof. And afterwards, you can either search for your own party, or if you decide that this is good enough, you can stay as a party.
Don't worry. Mr. L seems to be a bit slower on the intake. We will take care of him. What is the mission?
Question is quite simple. Some of our... Well, not our. Let's just say the district of industry has been having some issues with missing cargo. We have sent out scouts and they have put up a quest that seems to be associated with kobolds. Seems like kobolds are stealing, particularly from jewelry carts and metal carts that provide us with all these materials. They seem to be stealing the contents of it. Most of the time, when, caravan and caravan guards try to interfere, they tend to get, what's the word for it? Brutalized? Yes. Let's just say that. So what we need you to do is to go there and wipe out this raiding party that has been boarding the caravans. Once you have done so, return to us, show us the proof, and we'll welcome you with open arms.
So, if hypothetically, pure hypothetical, if we were to wipe out this raid party, but we went alive, would that count as a trophy? And bring them to you guys?
Wait, once again?
Didn't you say a raid party was, stealing jewelry?
Okay.
A kobolds, right?
Yes.
Little dudes?
Some of them.
What if we brought one to you after, we get the job done? Would that also work as a trophy? You said bring something back.
Well, you see, in this case, we'll reward you for each of them.
Oh.
So if you bring back 1 part, we'll reward you for 1 part. If you bring back 10, we'll reward you for 10.
Huh.
The
In other words,
extermination
we
extermination quests work on quantity. If you have a quest that has a quest notice, so the little paper you probably saw when you came in on notice boards, they have notices of quests. Usually those, if you take one of those, you will come to the counter, you will show it to us, we'll give you the formal sheet that is given by either the quest issuer or the person you have to go to fulfill the conditions. Extermination quests, you don't need these papers for, you just go and exterminate and show us the parts. But for these special quests that have a special either condition or they have a requester that's requesting it personally, you will have these sheets and then you will have to get these sheets signed by the requester. And once you give us the sheet, then we'll pay the money that the requester has provided us with.
In other words, we should probably bring back tails, front or back.
I was gonna say bring back all 10 kobold and see what happens, but that sounds cool fun too.
If you can somehow bring back 10 kobolds alive, sure, go ahead. Wouldn't be the weirdest part we have seen here, but you know.
Okay, now I want
is
to
up
know
to
what's
you.
the weirdest part you've seen here.
Don't worry.
I wish I had the
I'll
time to
take
explain,
good
but I
care of
don't.
you.
I am quite the busy man. As you can
Don't-
imagine, today is quite the busy day.
Yeah, then don't explain. Just like one word or like one trophy. What was the weirdest one you ever got?
He kind of like looks at you, thinks for a bit, and goes, "Have you seen or heard or read about the Lich?
Of course,
What
yeah.
they are?"
Of course.
Yeah, one party took a Lich hostage just because they had their phylactery. And now, basically, he's working as our bookkeeper.
That's funny as shit. As like he's describing this, Maria's like taking out her book and just like writing it down in it, just like Lich bookkeeper need to ask questions.
Okay, very well. Well, the quest has been given to you. This quest has been only given to your party specifically, so no other party should be interfering with you. And I wish you all good luck and come back alive. Okay, well, next party
Which
comes from me.
location is it at?
All will be given in the paper, as he puts down the paper. And he goes, looks at his watch and goes like, "Oh, well, the next party is waiting for me, so I'll bid you farewell." And he leaves.
As he leaves, I'm gonna turn back to the Aladdin and put the dagger he took away from me to his hand. Here, pretty boy. Seems like you might need it.
He did say he would be BRB though.
Oh, shit. God damn it.
Get absolutely wrecked.
Might be my fault I told him to hydrate.
What did you say he's gonna be a beer? I don't see that.
Roll 20.
It's in roll 20 chat.
Oh, I see it.
So, what's something about you guys is like we should be aware of? It's like any specialties or it's like any like special conditions? What's your favorite hobby? Are there any snacks we should look out for on the road? It's like
I'm totally normal human. Don't worry about me.
you can just say you're basic, dear. It's okay.
It's very suspicious.
Suspicious? What do you mean?
Well, you know, someone really wants you to think that they're normal. That normally means they're not.
That's true. The small one has a point.
Oh, listen, I've done nothing dangerous and I have nothing to hide. Not even a weird skeletons in a closet or, you know,
You have
burnt down,
skeletons in a closet?
houses.
Right.
I feel I have the most training out of all of you, and that makes me very nervous.
Training for what? Speciality? What is it? Is it hitting things with that fuck off hammer?
Fighting, endurance, taking a hit. Like,
Well.
we're not just going to go out on a walk. Are you all prepared to down your lives in the service of something greater, even if it is just your next payday?
I mean, definitely gonna, try the best.
May not look as strong as you, but I have my own way of fighting. And, let's do something harmless. I cast suggestion. And tell her, you know what really would make everybody like you? Putting one finger on your nose, one leg up, and jumping on one leg.
I'm sorry.
I use bardic inspiration. No.
No, bardic inspiration has to be before.
Yeah,
you
we have to cast it before. Yeah. I will use cutting words on your save.
Sure. By how much does it reduce it?
1d6. So.
D6. Do you roll it or do I? Okay. Hey, that makes it okay. I put.
You
my
would have
finger
failed anyways,
there.
just because even if you rolled a 1, it still would have been a... Oh no, meets it beats it. If you rolled a 1, then you would have been fine.
Yeah. That just beat it. So, he just I just lost. So yeah, I do as he says. Okay.
No, just to show you, I can do something.
I still look a little bit unimpressed. And
He's casting
Okay.
magic.
You want me to go for the? Okay, this. I hope I will not regret this, but
I'm just
my-
going to say, like, pray tell how is this going to,
okay.
Show off, little guy. Come on, bust a move.
My insults are known to be quite vicious.
Oh fuck, here we go.
Let's see if I can come up with something.
West hasn't even started, we're already expending spell slots, we're already fucking
Oh, it's a cantrip, come on.
It's fine.
Your better stance is as solid as a pudding in an earthquake.
Oh.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Ooh.
God damn it!
Ooh.
And that not even a full 6 could be.
How the fuck do you have it? There's so good wisdom saves. Fuck this shit. You're fucking barbarian, man.
I have a +1. I'm not even proficient in it.
Wrong target, buddy.
Ah!
My parents were druids. I have a bit of natural wisdom.
I can do some damage with my daggers. Don't worry about me.
Yeah.
Whatever
Okay,
you get really
okay.
close to,
You know what?
I will take down.
At this point, I would just take out my rapier and do some fancy moves. I mean,
Sure.
Every time it's like, what is it? Pip does some fancy moves. I'm gonna add swish swish sound effects with thaumaturgy.
that's nice.
That's cute.
I was really
I'm
trying
more
not to
worried
do
about
that.
you. I'm more worried about you, actually. You seem to be quite. I don't know. Do you have some like? Is there some maybe magnets in your armor or something that would attract the souls or something?
What?
You literally have exposed stomach.
Yes.
Your vital organs are gonna suffer.
Then they will suffer if I let myself be hit. I'll just won't be hit.
Damn, she goes there.
So it's just like, are you gonna dodge the hits? Are you gonna smack them before they smack you? What's the deal with that?
Both. I've trained with dwarven berserkers, so bit of
Ah.
both.
Evie is going to this paper and she's gonna unroll it to see where she actually where they need to go, and she's gonna read through it to see what we need to do. And I think the familiarity of the city, she might know where to head to anyway.
Well, the quest gives you the directions. I'll quickly just put you the roll map. Over now,
Where is
you are.
the city?
We are in the
Oh.
city, no?
Let me finish.
I-
Right now, you guys are at the capital. Place where you need to go is right outside the capital's borders. So about 2-hour walk towards the Dragonborn Flatlands. There's basically a forestry road that most of the people use to get into Dragonborn Flatlands. There's basically like a known pier that way. But there's also a side road that is mostly used for caravans because they take up a lot of road space and they don't want to budge, interrupt people walking towards the pier. So they use those. And you have been directed towards that kind of like road that goes around the walking road. So it would be about here-ish if I had to give a little. Let me go draw you a little. Let's see here. Let's do it red. It would be right about there. Boop. The red marker is where you guys are going.
Understood.
So that's on the map.
Also,
So it's a
Awesome,
few
guys,
hours.
and-
Yep. I'll put you back in the city just in case you guys want to do anything.
also, why is
Yeah.
Pips?
Listen,
Why was
boys
Pips?
and girls.
Go ahead.
Listen, boys and girls and Goblin. I don't intend to lose on this opportunity, so if you want to join me, we're heading northeast. Otherwise, you can stay here and lounge around and do whatever you want.
Yeah, definitely not lounging about. My head will
And she
explode
opens the
if
door.
any boredom.
She opens the door and waits if anyone will actually walk out.
I agree. Why not wait? Why waste time?
Let's
Maria's just
get
like
going then.
zooming.
Come on, Pip, to adventure.
Alright. Picks up backpack with one arm, slings it over her shoulder, picks up the maul with the other hand, slings it over the other shoulder, and starts making her way out.
And with the cheery call of to go to adventure, this is where we're gonna end this session. But
Oh no!
before we do, I would like for all of you to roll me a D100, and then I think it was two D100s if I remember correctly. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's two D100s. Let me just check quickly. As you all have earned yourself a dramatic inspiration.
Yay! Yeah, it's too
It
big
will
100s.
be. Yeah, it's 2D100s. Okay, so I need. Ooh, okay.
Whoa!
Oh shit, that's gonna be a Giga Platinum for you. Holy fuck.
Holy!
That's a really good card, by the way. But okay, I'll.
Wait,
I'll
No,
go.
it's D20 and D100.
Uh,
Oh, it's
102 total.
What?
It's D20 and D100.
Oh, D20
Got
and
that
D100.
wrong.
Oh,
20.
damn.
Damn.
Ooh.
I haven't done this in a while, don't worry about it, but yeah.
So 17 and 24 for me.
Hold on, let me.
So that's a d20.
Damn, if only I got that 19.
So you're just taking the 1st one, right? The
Okay,
first
let me go
100.
through these real quick and then I'll
Man.
tell you what is what.
Guys, if I rolled a 19 or 20, since I rolled a 97 and 98, I could have got the ascension and we all could have gained a level.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Hell yeah.
But all of
Uh,
those, platinum tier mostly is DM's discretion, so just keep that in mind. Okay, we'll start with Evie.
Oh, I got connections.
You got a 17 and a 4. Or 24, actually. You rolled 2 times, fuck. We'll take 24.
Sorry.
Why not? We'll take 24. So 17 is gonna be gold. Okay, let me give you a handout here. Handout. And I'll put it down there. Okay, so gold 24. You get a blunder. Use this effect when an enemy rolls natural 20, that roll becomes a natural 1.
Nice.
Not bad, not bad. And we'll give you this. And then we'll put in description. Beep, 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 beep. I'm also making these handouts so you guys can keep a track of these. Okay, tell me if you see that in your journal now.
Yes, I see it.
Okay, cool. Okay, next on the block we have Maria, who rolled a 1 and a... Where's the other roll?
It was a 1 and a 7. 7 on the D100.
1 and a 7, so it's gonna be a copper. 7. Recovery Spirit. You gain your proficiency bonus to death saving throws until the end of the encounter.
Perfect. I'm a wizard. Definitely gonna die.
By the way, these cards, I didn't tell it at the start, but these cards are tradable with each other if you want to, or they can be traded up to a better tier. So what it would be, 3 bronze cards would give you 1 silver, and so on.
Okay.
Understood?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Okay, so over here we have Recovery Spirit. It can be read by you. There we go. Give that to Maria, save changes, tell me if you see it.
Yep.
Okay. Pipsqueak rolled a 10, so that's gonna be a silver. And your D100 was a 48.
Connections.
Indeed, connections. You know an NPC in the area that could assist you in some way. You may choose for the DM to create the NPC, or you may create an NPC yourself, DM's discretion. Okay. So depending on when you use it, we can, incorporate that. There we go. You should be able to see that too. Oh, wait, nope, never mind. I don't think you can. Let me just double check. No, you can't. Okay, now you should be able to see it. Okay, next we have Adine, 17, epic. That's gonna be a gold for you too, good sir. A 17 and a, where's your 98? 1798. Okay. Backup. An ally arrives to assist with the task at hand. DM's discretion. So you literally gain an ally to help you with whatever the fuck you're doing at the moment.
Yeah.
That is pretty good. But once again, remember the magical wards, DM's discretion. That is what is the most important about these cards. If you're gonna use it at some place where it doesn't fit at all, it's probably not gonna happen. So you kind of have to think of the situation at hand.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
No, I'll just be like the Yakuza game, like a dragon. Just pull out my phone and summon someone in.
Okay, so last one we have 12, so that's gonna be a silver 82. Let me show you how it's done. Use this effect after an ally fails a skill check that they have proficiency or expertise in. You may perform the same action and automatically succeed.
Hey.
That's an awesome move.
God damn.
I'm gonna use it with something really stupid.
But
like
remember, they
an
have to be
intelligence
proficient.
check or something.
Yeah, remember they have to be proficient or expertise in that. But yeah, this could be very interesting to use.
I don't have to be proficient though, right?
No.
They have to be proficient.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Do you all
Liliana
see
is
your
gonna do
cards
something
now?
stupid.
Just making
yes.
sure. Okay, very
check.
good.
Let me show you how it's done, and then you never ever know again how it's done.
There it is.
Basically.
It's like,
Yeah.
Rogue trying to lockpick. Let me show you how it's done. Just bust down door.
I mean, the way it works. Hey, if it works, it works.
Even
It's
though
the same
And
skill
it's
check
fun.
though, so I would just lockpick and just
Yeah, you would.
Very
stupidly
true.
succeed.
for lockpick,
Okay.
just bust the
And then you
hinges.
would never ever succeed on the lockpick again.
Yep.
And, well, once again, that wraps up the first session of Degenerates and Dungeons. Hope you all enjoyed the session.
We've been your
all are-
degenerates.
Yep. Hope you all are excited for things to come, and make sure to bring your A
Happy
game.
So,
Okay.
enjoy
Done?
this. Enjoy this for the next month.
Wait.
Or
Oh,
however
Kaz.
long cars need to do it. Who the fuck knows? But yeah.
Guys, if you want to show it on the screen, you can share the size chart I made.
Oh, you made a size chart?
I made a size chart. It's in
Let me
Discord
see.
chat.
Let me see. Where is
I even added horns for Maria, so there's Maria size and Maria with horn size.
Oh, wow.
And I left space for Harry to join us as well.
Oh,
Good
And
job, good job.
It's a document I
there we
can
go.
like move the characters around, so if he wherever his character fits in, I can squeeze them in there.
so there's our size chart for everyone, on screen. Oh
Hey.
God.
I really like this kind of thing because it helps me personally visualize
Yeah,
characters.
Yeah.
because
Oh yeah, no, it definitely
I kind
helps.
of wonder how our characters are sized in the Hyrule
Relation to each other, yeah.
Geth tall.
It is so small.
Yeah, it's
Do you
not
have
even
a
on the
Hyrule
chart
chart?
anymore, just whoop.
Whoop.
Do you have Hyrule? chart?
Granted, I mean the image I took, the kind of size chart image
Nice.
went up to like 3 meters, so it would be possible.
Wow.
Well, yeah, but because like the picture you're showing right now is up to 7. I guess is 8.
Yeah, it
Good.
went up to 3 meters, so
So-
that 8 is on there, like 10 feet is even
Oh,
on
wow.
there. So
So you could get him in.
Do you have Hyrule?
I just cut
chart?
it off because
Not
I
yet.
figured we wouldn't need it.
I don't think.
Masha,
Hmm?
do you have Hyrule chart?
No.
The Cars game one.
No,
Yep, yep.
I
Otherwise,
don't
she would have
have one,
already
but
shared
I
it.
just got this idea earlier,
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
so I
Okay.
did it on the side.
Oh
Don't
shit!
worry, I
Nico,
still paid attention.
Man.
Internet
It's pretty
historian
cool.
released a new video. Poggers. Okay,
At least I'm not the shortest. Yay!
no, you're not. For once.
You're
We can
actually
fix
like
that.
second tallest right now.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Good
since
job, good
and
job.
since we know Harry's gonna be playing a goblin, that's not gonna
Hey.
change.
Is he? Oh,
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
oh, nice.
As we can see on our amazing cap
Harry's the only one that
splash
hasn't.
splash screen.
Yeah. Harry.
Oh
was-
yeah,
Ha-
right.
Harry's the only one that
Yeah.
didn't have you make a token for.
If I had known, I would have
Um,
gone with a hobgoblin. But I didn't want to change it again after you told me there's another
No, I
goblin.
would have fucking actually went ape shit.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go hobgoblin. But then I was like, nah, I can't do that to him.
What we got here is the parallels of goblin art, either cute and cuddly or scary and creepy.
Oh,
There is
he's
no
a
middle
feral
ground.
Goblin. Yeah, I'm a nice goblin. Obviously.
Oh,
I
it's
like you.
amazing.
There's no middle ground for goblin art.
I had very much fun with Pipski's token.
Mhm.
It's very fun.
Though,
I
though
was a bit worried it was too over the top, but once I put all the tokens next to each other, I was like, nah, it's fine.
yeah, Harry needs one though. Harry needs
Yeah, he didn't message me, and so
He
I
was
don't
kind of
have
busy,
actually.
so
Yeah, I figured. So I figured it has time. Like,
probably just gonna have crowbars all around him. Half-Life.
yeah. I will say, however, I will be moving next week, so there's a
Yep, I
chance I
remember.
might not be
Yeah.
around.
Wait,
I'll make sure to incorporate you if you need to, because
Hope-
you're gonna if you have played Barbarian, I know how to play Barbarians. Don't worry about it.
hit
I
hard,
I'm sure
would
you
hit
love
do.
good.
to,
Oh,
yeah,
it.
because
And just
uh,
again, remember, like Reliana takes a lot of things actually like quite literally, but she isn't dumb per se. She just is a very literal person.
I don't like
That's
Geth,
how I
honestly. So
interpret her low intelligence score, kind of.
Yeah,
okay, sounds good to me. Okay, well,
sounds
I'll see you
good.
all next week then.
Yeah, see you.
See ya,
Okay.
guys, next
If
week.
you have any, if anyone has
Wait
any
for the blood
suggestions or
god.
anything to ask, make sure to send me a DM. But
Mhm.
yeah,
I can.
Tom, feel free to send me trivia about the Adventurers Guild that
no,
my
shut the
character
fuck
would
up.
know.
I can already foresee though Al and Evie having issues.
If you actually want to scroll up a little bit higher, Tom, I shared a guild application that me and another player in another game put together.
Oh
Our
jeez.
players
Oh,
started a
I saw
guild,
that.
and
Yeah.
he's
All
actually
right.
he's actually a lawyer, or was studying to do law, so we really got into it.
Okay. And I guess with that, everyone, I'll be ending the stream here. So stick around, and we'll be getting a raid going. Let me see. Let me see who's on, and we'll send them a raid. Let's see. Who do we got? Who do we got? Who do we got? Who's on? Who's on? One Shot Questers is on. If you don't know them, you should. So, oh, let's see if I can raid them. Let's see if it'll let me. That's what I should say. All right, looks like it will let me. Awesome. All right, everyone. Well, you know the raid message. You know it. You love it. I hope you do, at least. Toss whatever happy emotes you got, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everyone, and make sure stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Be well, and remember, may all your rolls be natural 20s. Bye bye. So long.